Well, good evening, everyone. It is quiz night. It is 4:30 on Thursday, the 18th of June, 2020. We are on day 4 of week 14 in the virtual school. And we are back for, I think might be our 4th quiz since we went into lockdown. And we're joined this evening by Quizmaster MacBean. Good evening, Quizmaster MacBean.
Good evening, everyone. How are you feeling quizzy?
I'm feeling very quizzy this evening, Mr. MacBean.
Good.
It's the perfect weather. It's the perfect weather for quizzing.
It is. It's a bit of a miserable evening, although it has stopped raining, hasn't it? But
it's
maybe people will be indoors up for a quiz.
It's good for the garden and it's good for the ducks. So if you're here this evening and if you're going to be playing along with the quiz, we'd love you to put a comment in the comment box because we always like to know which families are playing along with us this evening. We've got a whole new set of questions coming up. That's right, isn't it, Mr. MacBean?
That's right, yeah.
And this evening we're going to have 3 rounds. Is that right?
3 rounds. There's going to be obviously the adult and then the children alternate questions. And then we're going to have 2 rounds of 10 questions and 1 round, which is a picture round, where children and parents or adults are going to be playing together with the same questions.
Fantastic. So we're going to need a bit of teamwork this evening. Now, as a reminder, if you'd like to play along this evening, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you've got a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. That's all the technology that's required this evening. We're not going to ask you to put your answers in the comment box either on YouTube or Facebook because all you need to do is write them down on your piece of paper. And then after each round, we'll go back and we'll check the answers and you'll be able to score. And then we'll be after your feedback to let us know how you're getting on with the quiz. So that would be great. Have we got a cricket question in there this evening, Mr. MacBean?
No, I made a promise to Mrs. Mystery Dyer that there would be no cricket questions. No. I was tempted to do a whole cricket round, but I thought, no. I better not. Otherwise, those onion barges. We'll see. So we're very nice again today, Preba. Thank you for those. Did you enjoy some of those, Mr. Spracklen?
I did, and I was given a present. I don't know if you've seen my present this morning. Mrs. Mystery Dyer on the gate gave me a bag of mystery goodies, and inside the bag was this very fetching treat. It's not nice. Not just a wig, Mr. MacBean. It's a quality wig.
It's a quality wig. This one, the sort of thing you'd wear when it was cold. That one.
This is the look, Mr. MacBean.
That's right. You look like you look like a news reader with that on.
Go a bit. Hang on a second. Let me get some papers. Maybe some.
That's it. Yeah, tap the paper for a bit. Oh, that's just looks the part. Imagine that would be quite useful on a cold day. That wig.
And in the bag as well as the quality wig, and remember it was a quality wig. Inside the bag, alongside the quality wig, was I don't really know what to describe it as, Mr. MacBean.
Oh,
this is a new head garment for me.
Excellent.
I'm not sure it really goes with the quiz theme this evening, but it's. I think we'll better be careful with showing Mrs. Maybe this one, because we know what happens with pigs around Mrs. Maybe. So we'll have to see. But I'm not going to wear that wig this evening. I'm going to wear this one. We have got a few people saying hello. We've got hello from Rosa and Daddy are here, ready for the quiz. We've got hello from Imogen. So the Mystery Dyers are watching. Hello, Mystery Dyer family. Hello, Imogen. We've got hi from Holly, who said pencils are at the ready in the Baker household. That's right. You need to make sure you've got your pens and pencils and your piece of paper ready. We've got hello Quizmaster MacBean and hello Quizmaster Spracklen. Alec is ready for the quiz. That's wonderful, Alec. Looking forward to you joining in. I wonder if you're going to beat your parents today with the quiz. Do say hello if you're watching. Mr. MacBean, I've got a new sound effects board this evening, so we've got a few different sounds. We've got things like cash register. We've got a bit more upbeat music. We've got some drums.
Yeah, I like it.
Not sure how long that went on for. There we go. And another one. I think that was the same one as the last one. Okay, we'll get started though. We're going to go round to the first round. We're going to play our theme music. So here we are. We are on round 1 of our 4th ever Inspired to Learn community quiz. We're going to start with the children's questions. So here we are. Question number 1. How, for the children this is, how many zeros are there in the number 10,000? How many zeros are there in the number 10,000?
And the question for the grown-ups is, what is the capital city of Chile? What is the capital city of Chile?
Oh, good first questions there. Question number 2 for the children. What is a young horse called? What is a young horse called?
And for the oldies, number 2, what is the world's fastest fish? What is the world's fastest fish?
Fantastic. Question number 3 for the children. How many weeks are in 1 year? How many weeks are there in 1 year?
And my number 3, how many litres are there in a gallon? And I'd like the answer to 1 decimal place only, or 1 decimal place. How many litres are there in a gallon?
Question number 4 for the children. In what country is the Great Barrier Reef? In what country is the Great Barrier Reef?
My number 4, what is the world's tallest tree? What is the world's tallest tree?
Number 5 for the children. What is half of the number 50? What is half of the number 50?
My number 5. In which country would you find the River Tiber? In which country would you find the River Tiber?
Question number 6 for the children. What is the biggest ocean on Earth? What is the biggest ocean on Earth?
My number 6. Which nuts are used in marzipan? Which nuts are used in marzipan?
Question number 7. In Peppa Pig, what is Peppa's little brother called? That's in Peppa Pig. What is Peppa's little brother called?
My number 7. What is the name of the most popular beer in Mexico? What is the most popular Mexican beer?
Question number 8 for the children. Which one of these is a fish? Is it a shark, a whale, or a dolphin? Which of these is a fish? A shark, a whale, or a dolphin?
My number 8. What did the Romans call Scotland? What was the Romans' name for Scotland?
Question number 9 for the children. What is the Little Mermaid's name in the Disney film? That is, what is the Little Mermaid's name in the Disney film?
My number 9. Who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397, 1398, 1406 and 1419? Who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397, 1398, 1406 and 1419?
And the final question for this round for the children. What is the tallest land animal in the world? That is, what is the tallest land animal in the world?
And my number 10. Who was Henry VIII's last wife? Who was Henry VIII's last wife?
Let us know how you got on that round, everyone. before we kicked off in that round, we had a few other comments. We had a bit of fighting talk from the Mills family, who said the mystery dyers have challenged us Millses and we will beat them.
Ooh, fighting talk.
Fighting talk there, and the mystery dyers said that this was just before we started. We have our pencil at the ready and we're very excited from the mystery dyer family. We've also had a few people, other people saying hello. We've had Mrs. Howe joining us, saying good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mrs. Howe. Lovely to have you with us today. And Imogen said hello back to Mrs. Howe. And Mrs. Howe said hello back to Imogen. So lots of people saying hello to each other. The Bakers say, wow, that was hard, the first round. Lots of people find that a bit tricky. There were some tricky ones in there, Mr. MacBean. Should we see how everyone got on? Should we go and see what the answers are for round number 1? Bonnie the puppy is doing the kids quiz and will win, apparently. Oh. Fantastic. Hello.
We'll have to meet Bonnie the puppy, won't we, at some point?
Hello, Bonnie the puppy. Right. Round number 1. Question number 1 for the children. How many zeros are there in the number 10,000? The answer is 4.
And what is the capital city of Chile? The answer is Santiago. Santiago.
Question number 2 for the children. What is a young horse called? And it's a foal. A foal.
A foal.
A foal, even. You can pronounce it right.
It's not a foal. It's a foal.
It's a foal.
Number 2 for the grown-ups was, what's the world's fastest fish? Now, it's debatable which is actually the fastest fish. So if you have any of these 4 that I'm going to give you, you can give yourself a mark. Supposedly the fastest fish is the sailfish, the Indo-Pacific sailfish, reported to swim at speeds of 110 kilometers an hour, but closely followed by the marlin and the wahoo, which are obviously very quick as well. But the sailfish, the marlin or wahoo would give you a mark.
Fantastic. How many weeks are in a year? Question number 3 for the children. How many weeks are in a year? The answer is 52 weeks in a year.
My number 3 was, how many litres are in a gallon? To 1 decimal point, the answer would be 3.8, because it's actually 3.78541. So if you round that up to 1 decimal point, it'd be 3.8. But if you said 3.7, I think we'll let you have that, actually. Okay.
Question number 6 for the children. Oh, no, we're not on that number yet. Let's go back to number 4. Question number 4. In what country is the Great Barrier Reef? The answer is Australia. Australia.
My question number 4 was, what is the world's tallest tree? The answer are the giant redwoods. Redwoods, which is Sequoia sempervirens, which tower above the ground in California. These trees can easily reach heights of 300 feet, which is 91 meters. Among the redwoods, a tree named Hyperion dwarfs them all. This tree was discovered in 2006 and is 115.7 meters high. Wow. So the answer is redwoods.
That's incredible. What is number 5? What is half of the number 50? The answer is 25. 25 is the answer to question number 5 for the children.
Number 5, where would you find the River Tiber? The River Tiber is in Italy. River Tiber of Italy.
Number 6 for the children. What is the biggest ocean on Earth? The Pacific Ocean is the biggest ocean on Earth. Pacific is the answer to question number 6.
Number 6 for me, which nuts are used in marzipan? Almonds are used in marzipan. Almonds.
Question number 7 for the children. In Peppa Pig, what is Peppa's little brother called? The answer, of course, is George. George, who loves his dinosaurs.
Number 7, what is the most popular Mexican beer? It's kind of been banded about this question a minute because the answer is Corona. It's a beer from Mexico called Corona, which is their most popular beer.
Question number 8. Which one of these is a fish? A shark, a whale, or a dolphin? The answer to question number 8 is shark. A shark is a fish.
My number 8. What did the Romans call Scotland? The Romans called Scotland Caledonia. Caledonia.
Penultimate question of this round for the children. Question number 9. What is the Little Mermaid's name in the Disney film? The answer is Ariel. Ariel is the answer to question number 9 for the children.
Who was made Lord Mayor of London in 1397, 98, 1406 and 1419? The answer, Richard Whittington, more commonly known as Dick Whittington, as from the stories, but he's actually a real person. Richard Whittington.
Question number 10. What is the tallest land animal in the world for children? The answer is giraffe. Giraffe is the answer to question number 10.
And my number 10, who was Henry VIII's last wife? The answer, Catherine Parr. Catherine Parr was Henry VIII's last wife.
Let us know how you got on. Did you get lots right? Or maybe
it was tricky.
You wrong. Let us know in the comment box. It's still heating up between the Mystery Dyers and the Millses. The Mystery Dyers replied saying, "You're the weakest link and you're going down," the Mills family, from the Mystery Dyers. And the Mills
fighting talk.
The Millses responded with "Game on." So I've not had a response yet of how they both got on that round. I think maybe they were spending more time staring each other out than answering the questions, but we'll have to see. Bonnie got full marks. Puppy got full marks.
Whoa, well done, Bonnie. She had good help there, though.
Rosa got 9 and Daddy got 8. It's going to be close.
Well done, Daddy. That's a great score.
That was really good. That's fantastic. Let's see what else we've got. Mrs. Howe managed 6 out of 10. Well done, Mrs. Howe. Holly got 7 and Mummy got 4. Well done, guys. In the Mills house, it was 10 out of 10 for the children and 6 out of 10 for the adults.
Wow, that's impressive.
When you then go across to the Mystery Dyers, the Mystery Dyers got 9 out of 10 for the children, so the Mills children are winning, but the adults got 8 out of 10. So it's a bit. There's a few kind of seesawing going on here between the Mills adults and the Mystery Dyer adults, and then the Mystery Dyer children and the Mills children. So that's going to heat up over the next round, I'm sure. 7 out of 10 for Alec. Well done, Alec. Mummy got 2 out of 10. Mummy might need to come back to school with Alec, says Mummy. So that's that's okay.
There were some quite tricky questions there, to be fair. I think two's right.
Mills has said there's 1 point in it. So on to our next round. Our next round is a picture round, a visual round, Mr. MacBean.
This is different this week. So we're going to have the adults and the children. And they can keep on playing against each other by all means, of course. But we're going to have the same questions for both adults and children. So this time we have to guess the book. Now the book's got a children's theme to them, which I think gives the children a bit of a head start, possibly. But you get the idea. You'll see some pictures, and they are basically a picture clue to the name of a book title. We don't need anything except the title. We don't need to know who wrote it. And it'll become clear hopefully when you see the first one.
So I'm going to give I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I'm going to put a timer on for each one. Okay, so here comes your first book. Can you guess the book? Off we go. 30 seconds up. We're going to move on to the next book now. Can you guess this book? A little easier than the first one, Mr. MacBean. I'm not sure. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, here's your next one. Your next one. And on to the next one. And the next one. And on to the next one. So just 3 of these left. Can you get them all? Here's the next one. Time for our penultimate one, the one before the end of this round. Here we go. Can you get this one? the final one of this round. Can you get our last picture? Off we go. So let us know in the comment box. That's the end of this round. How did you get on? Did you think you got all of them? Were they easy? Were they hard? Did the adults find it easier? Did the children find it easier? Let us know. Oh, the mystery divers say they're feeling very confident. Feeling very confident from the mystery divers. Get ready for defeat the Millses. The Alec thinks Alec and Mum think we got them all. Where they think.
Ooh,
so
well done.
If we get them all. That was a fun round. We're not sure on a couple of them though. So the Bakers. I think this is the Mills saying that it was easy. It's just an E and a Z, which I assume means easy. But lots of people saying that was a fun round. So should we go through the answers? Should I put them on one at a time, Mr. MacBean?
One at a time, yeah. And we'll hopefully me and you get them right because I can't remember them. But this one here is this is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. Harry Potter and the
Goblet of Fire. Fantastic to give yourself a mark if you got that right. On to the next one. This was a good one.
This is Alice in Wonderland, isn't it?
Alice in Wonderland, the classic Alice in Wonderland.
It's the rabbits, isn't it? Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. Yeah,
I've got Carol. I had my top hat earlier on. It kept me dry, Mr. MacBean. Right, moving on. On to the next one. Oh, this is a good one.
This is a good Roald Dahl book. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from March.
Chocolate Factory, fantastic. Moving on to the next one. This is, of course, The Very Hungry Caterpillar. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Fantastic. Moving on to the next one. Mr. MacBean?
Yeah, this is Treasure Island. Treasure Island, an old classic. One of my favourite stories, actually, Treasure Island.
Moving on to the next one.
Oh, it's slightly risque. This is Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Gave it away, really, didn't it? And the honey. Winnie the Pooh.
The poo emoji there. Right, on to the next one. I think I seem to remember you dressing as part of this book, Mr. MacBean.
I did. This is The Tiger Who Came to Tea.
The Tiger Who Came to Tea. Fantastic. On to the next one, another classic tale of Black Beauty. Black Beauty. I think we've got this as a whole class text, Mr. MacBean. We've got Black Beauty. On to the next one. This one
that confused me. This is a Dr. Seuss story called Green Eggs and Ham. That might have thrown a few people. Green Eggs and Ham, Dr. Seuss.
Green Eggs and Ham. And our last one was James and the Giant Peach, something that you're studying at the moment with your class, I think, Mr. MacBean.
I am. They're really enjoying it, actually. Really enjoying it.
So that completes our round. Let us know how you got on. Did you get them all right?
10 out of 10.
Which ones caught you out, maybe? Let us know. So we're going to move on now to our final round this evening, round number 3. Before that, let's see how everyone got on. Let's have a look. That was a fun round. A 10 out of 10 from the Millses. Fantastic.
Ooh.
We got the score 10 out of 10 for the Mystery Diars. Bonnie got 10 out of 10. That might be because she wrote them. You might have to explain, Mr. MacBean.
Yeah, there's Kate who's in the picture. Kate's a bit older than she is in that picture, and that's not actually Bonnie in that picture either. We have a new puppy here at the household, and yeah, Kate helped me get that round of the quiz together, because we have a family quiz actually every Saturday night where we have a big Zoom meeting with all the family, and that was one of the rounds we used last time. So thank you for that, sharing that with us, Kate.
It's a good job she got them all right. 10 out of 10 between us, but Rosa got 8 of them. Well done, Rosa. 10
well
out
done, Rosa.
Hal. 10 out of 10 for Alec, Mummy and Daddy. 8 out of 10 for the Bakers. Well done. They missed the Harry Potter one and the green eggs and ham. That was quite a tricky one. So that was fantastic. Well done. We're going to move on to the final round of our quiz. This is round number 3, question number 11 for the children. Berlin is the capital city of which country? Berlin is the capital city of which country?
And my question number 11 is a difficult question, but we've got to sort out these Mills and Mystery Diars somehow. So the question is, who founded Google? There's 2 people. If you can give me the name of either, then you'll get the mark. 2 of the richest people in the world now. Who founded Google?
Fantastic. Next question for the children. Question number 12. What date is Bonfire Night celebrated on? What date is Bonfire Night traditionally celebrated on?
My number 12. Who was the youngest British Prime Minister? Who was the youngest British Prime Minister?
Question number 13 for the children. Which children's story by Roald Dahl features Mr. Victor Hazel? Which children's story by Roald Dahl features Mr. Victor Hazel?
Number 13 for me. The first successful vaccine was introduced by Edward Jenner in 1796. So what disease does it guard against? The first successful vaccine was introduced by Edward Jenner in 1796. Which disease does it guard against?
Question number 14. In which country would I find the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Question 14. In which country would I find the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
My 14. What is the name of the highest waterfall in the world? What is the name of the highest waterfall in the world?
My question number 15. What word is used to describe a group of ants? What word is used to describe a group of ants?
My number 15. You need to name all 5 of the colours that you'd find on the Olympic rings. What are the 5 colours of the Olympic rings?
Tricky one. Question number 16 for the children. Zorro is Spanish for which animal? Have I said that right, Mr. MacBean?
Zorro, yeah, Zorro.
Yeah.
Who's also a character, isn't he? He's been used. Think of what the character Zorro might be like in the films and the books. Zorro, the swordsman, isn't he? But actually, Zorro means something in Spanish. So the question is, what does it mean? Have a guess. Doesn't mean sword fighter.
Which animal?
Which animal? My number 16 is, in football, which team has won the Champions League, formerly known as the European Cup, the most times? Which football team has won the Champions League, European Cup, the most times?
Question number 17 for the children. What is the wife of a duke traditionally called? What is the wife of a duke traditionally called?
My number 17. What is considered to be the world's longest living mammal? What is considered to be the world's longest living mammal?
Question number 18 for the children. In the nursery rhyme, who lost her sheep? In the nursery rhyme, who lost her sheep?
Number 18. How many players are there in a rugby league team? How many players are there in a rugby league team?
The penultimate question for the children. What colour bout does a martial arts... Sorry, I'll say that again. What colour bout does a martial arts expert wear? What colour bout does a martial arts expert wear?
Another sports question for me. Sorry, Preba. In tennis, what piece of fruit is found at the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? The top of the men's Wimbledon trophy, there is, as part of the engraving, a piece of fruit. So what type of fruit is it?
And the final question for the children. What is the name of the lion from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe? What is the name of the lion from The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
And my final question is this. What are the perfect pink, the Whistleback and the Winston blue? They're all types of what? The perfect pink or the perfect pink, the Whistleback and the Winston blue.
Let us know how you thought you got on in that round. Was it easy? Was it hard? Do you think you got them all right? Let's see. The Mystery's Eyes says, Mum says Mr. MacBean will get no more 4 from her because there are too many sports questions from the Mystery Dies. Whereas the Millses say, continue with the sports, Mr. MacBean.
Oh dear.
You caused some division, Mr. MacBean.
I should have been a bit more careful there.
The double say that was a tricky round, Mrs. House.
Yeah, it was tricky.
Tricky. We're trying to sort them. And the Mystery Dies did say I mean food. So
yeah, I assume it was food.
I assume. We'll get no more food from on that front. So yes, let's see how we got on, shall we? Let's go to the answers for our final round today. So question number 11 for the children was, Berlin is the capital city of which country? The answer is Germany. Germany is the answer to question number 11 for the children.
And my question, who founded Google? It's one of those questions you think, well, it's such a massive thing. Probably the people that founded it deserve to be famous, don't they? Because, you have people famous for all sorts of things. Well, Google was founded in September 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They did that while they were PhD students at Stanford University in California. And as I say, now they're two of the most rich people in the world. So Larry Page and Sergey Brin.
What date is Bonfire Night traditionally celebrated on? The 5th of November. November the 5th. Remember, the 5th of November.
Number 12, the youngest British Prime Minister was William Pitt the Younger. William Pitt, known as William Pitt the Younger.
Question number 13 for the children. Which children's story by Roald Dahl features Mr. Victor Hazel? And the answer is Danny, Champion of the World. Danny, Champion of the World.
The first successful vaccine introduced by Edward Jenner in 1796 guarded against the disease smallpox. The answer, smallpox.
Question number 14. In which country would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa? And the answer is Italy. Italy is where you'd find the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
My number 14 was, what is the highest waterfall in the world? Now, there could be debate about this, but the answer I want is Angel Falls. Angel Falls is a waterfall in Venezuela. It's the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall, with a height of 979 meters and a plunge of 807 meters. There is a waterfall apparently under the sea, but I don't think that can be a waterfall, can it? Under the sea? That's not what I say. Anyway, so the answer I want, Angel Falls.
What word is used to describe a group of ants? So the answer is a colony of ants.
My number 15, what are the 5 colours of the Olympic rings? In any order, they are blue, yellow, black, green, and red. Blue, yellow, black, green, red.
Question number 16 for the children. Zorro is Spanish for which animal? The answer is a fox. Fox is the answer to question number 16.
In football, who's won the Champions League, European Cup the most times? The answer is Real Madrid. They've won it 13 times. Real Madrid.
Amazing. On to the next one. Number 17. What is the wife of a duke traditionally called? The answer is a duchess. Duchess is the answer to question number 17.
My number 17 again. One of those ones. So I'm trying to help people learn interesting facts. The world's longest living mammal. Okay, it's the Arctic whale, also known as the bowhead whale, is by far the longest living mammal on Earth. Some bowhead whales have been found with tips of ivory spears still lodged in their flesh from failed attempts by whalers 200 years ago. The oldest known bowhead whale was at least 211 years old.
Wow.
Bowhead whales, Arctic whales.
Now that is proper incredible. Fantastic question, fantastic answer. Number 18, in the nursery rhyme, who lost her sheep? The answer is, of course, Little Bo Peep lost her sheep. Little Bo Peep is the answer to question number 18 for the children.
My 18, how many players are there in a rugby league team? The answer is 13, not to be confused with rugby union, which is 15. In a rugby league team, there are 13 players.
Question number 19. What colour bout does a martial arts expert wear? The answer is black. Black bout.
In tennis, what piece of fruit is found on the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? Apparently, a pineapple is on the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy. Pineapple.
And the final question for the children of our quiz this evening. What is the name of the lion from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? The answer is Aslan. Aslan is the answer to question number 20 for the children.
And my final question was, what are the Perfect Pink, the Whistleback, and the Winston Blue? The answer is they're diamonds. They're actually 3 of the world's most expensive diamonds. The Perfect Pink was sold some time ago for $23.2 million. The Whistleback was sold for $23.4 million. And the Winston Blue for $23.8 million. There may have been diamonds that have been sold for more than that since, but when they were actually, in terms of what their value is, those are basically 3 very expensive diamonds.
Now, before I play the music, we've got some requests for clarification before we get your scores in. The Mills is asked, are the Olympic rings worth 5 marks if you get all 5 colours?
No, I'm sorry. They're just worth 1. You have to get all 5 to get 1 mark.
I think I agree with that one, definitely. And on the question of the longest living mammal, does a whale count?
Does whale count? Well, I think you could have half a mark for whale, don't you? Because you're pretty close. Obviously it's a whale. To know that it's a type of whale, I think deserves a good half mark. Is that fair? Because I think somebody that knows the actual species of whale should get more than the person who just says whale. So we say half a mark for whale.
The mystery dyers are trying to bribe you, saying that if they can have 5 marks for the rings, they'll send you cheese and pickle.
Okay. 5. The rings is fine. Yeah, 5 marks.
Easy bribe, Mr. MacBean.
No,
easy bribe.
I'm not that pathetic.
Let us know how you got on the ground and how you got on overall. So 9 out of 10 for the Mills children on that round, 5 out of 10 for Mummy and Daddy. Bonnie, the puppy, got 9 out of 10, but is eating at the moment, and she got 29 out of 30 overall.
Pretty good.
We
say hello.
Holly got 7. Oh, Puppy's here. Hang on a second. Let's put Puppy full screen. Here we go.
Here's Puppy. And you did very well in the quiz, I hear. Is that right? With a bit of help. Yeah, this is introducing you to Bonnie here, who's a 10-week-old Pasadena Terrier. Who's
some people watching on spotted Bonnie dancing along with you, Mr. MacBean.
She did. She joined me in the last video, didn't she?
And she had a little nibble.
I'll pass it back to Kate. Thank you for bringing her in, Kate.
Oh, fantastic. Let's put that back up. Let's do that. Right, fantastic. And let's see what other people got, shall we? Holly got 7 and Mummy got 1. She got the Olympic rings. The Mills said they got 29 out of 30. I think that was the children. This is the bribery stakes are raising, Mr. MacBean. We had an offer of cheese and pickle from the Millses, and the mystery dyers have said chicken curry for extra points.
I'm sorry about this, but I have to maintain my integrity as a quizmaster. Otherwise, my reputation will be in tatters.
Well, we already know they know where you live, Mr. MacBean, because you gave out your India Day. So they want to drop another curry round. I'm sure you'll accept.
Well,
5 for Rosa and 5.5 for Daddy. Rosa won overall by half a point, apparently.
Ooh, nice.
That was really close. 5.5 for Mummy and Daddy. They got the wrong species of whale. They went for whale, but they got the wrong species. Alec got distracted on that round. Oh dear, 4.5 here. 14 out of 30 for Mummy and Daddy. Children 7, adults 6.5 in that round. Overall, Holly got 22, Mummy got 13. The puppy drew Alec back. He's very excited because we have a Patterdale top, he says here. Mummy answered 2 sports. The mystery dyers are very happy because Mum answered 2 sports questions correct. Well done, Prabha.
Well done.
Good effort, everyone. I think there's been a great round. I think looking across the scores, Mr. MacBean, I think the children have edged it again.
I think they have again. Yeah, it's what it's
fantastic job. We'll say a big thank you to everyone for coming along and playing this evening. It's always great to have you join us live for these special community quizzes. We'll say goodbye to Quizmaster MacBean. Thank you, Quizmaster.
Bye. Have a good evening, everyone. See you soon.
See you again. Thank you very much. And I'll say goodbye. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 for more Good Morning Pow. We'll see you then.